What about the Bible? What does it tell us? One of the most frequently cited verses used to justify the idea of a greater Israel is Genesis 15:18, where God says to Abraham, "To your descendants I give this land from the river of Egypt to the great river, the Euphrates." At first glance, it sounds like a divine land grant stretching from modern-day Egypt to Iraq, but that interpretation is both theologically and historically flawed. The phrase is often lifted out of context to promote a territorial expansionist ideology, suggesting that modern Israel has a divine right to conquer vast stretches of the Middle East. But that's a political reading, not a religious or historical one. Here's the problem: this is not a political map, it's poetic, it's spiritual, and it never became a national border. Biblical scholars agree this was a metaphor of divine blessing, not a geopolitical project. In fact, the rest of the Bible never repeats this idea as an actual border. And by the time of Joshua, the land boundaries are much smaller. And even for those who believe deeply in the Bible or Torah, there's something crucial that's often ignored in these territorial claims. According to the very same scriptures, Abraham had two sons, Isaac and Ishmael. Isaac is the ancestor of the Israelites, but Ishmael is the forefather of the Arabs, the very people who have lived across this region for millennia. Genesis 17:20, "As for Ishmael I have heard you, I will surely bless him, and I will make him into a great nation." So if biblical promises are taken seriously, then the descendants of Ishmael, today's Arabs, are just as much children of Abraham as the Jews are. The land wasn't promised to one people alone. It was a shared legacy, a shared covenant. The idea that the land solely belongs to one bloodline contradicts the very message of the Bible itself.